Let's bring Tonya in. There
Tonya,
she is.
how are you?
Hi.
What's up, guys?
Well, I'm very glad that you were able to get my email because I was starting to panic a little bit. I was like, I kind of let this last. I mean, we booked this a couple months ago, and then I was just glad that we were able to.
Tanya's on her game. She doesn't care about
Man.
months ago booking. She's got her shit together.
I hear you. I hear you.
Outside of this, I before I got into IT, I was an executive assistant for like CEOs. So like booking calendars and staying that organized is it can be a problem.
Yeah. If you have any tips, I know this is a music show. We're going to talk about your band, but if you have any tips for that, you could share them right now. That'd be great because we struggle with that shit.
No,
Man,
yeah, we're
you
horrible,
struggle.
man. We're horrible.
You
Thing
struggle.
is, colors. I color code everything. I can look at my calendar and say I have 5 calls for the week looking at the color yellow. I can say I need to be in this place by looking at the color red.
Okay.
So I use a lot of colors, but the best advice, man, is just like if you book something, immediately put it on the calendar. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
We have a time tree.
Yes.
The app time tree,
Okay.
but we suck at it.
Yeah. The part you said where you immediately put it in there, that's where we dropped the ball.
Oh yeah. No.
Hey, I got to do something real quick. So I got to cut everybody off real quick. Thank
Yes.
you, thank you, Jesse Hoda, for donating the 530 stars. Much appreciated.
Yes,
Thank
Jesse,
you very
you're the
much.
man. You're the man.
So Jesse, real quick, you know he's with Faking Solace,
Yes.
and they will be playing with Transient and Worthy of the Crown at the Cannery on May 7th. But Jesse has also joined the band Seven with 3 V's, SEVVVVVVVEN. Yes.
Okay.
So we're actually playing the new single on the radio station. But yeah, Jesse is now with that band as well. So he's got his hands full on playing some shows. He's got his hands full. Hashtag
There you
Jared
go.
needs help.
Yes, I already shared that, Kevin. Pay attention. All right.
Wow.
You're an asshole. I
Yeah.
only got 8 different screens popped up here so I can keep up with the stars and the videos we're going to play and
That's
all this
true.
other bullshit because you're on call.
Yeah, well, nobody cuts me any slack, so I'm sure shit not cutting you any. I don't care. Tony, let's talk about Lydia's Castle. So tell us the backstory, how y'all got started, and where you're located too for people, because our audience is kind of all over the place.
Yeah, man. So we're located in Nashville, Tennessee.
Sweet.
And we the band first started with my husband and I. So my husband, he plays guitar in Lydia's Castle. And right around like when COVID hit and we just kind of got locked in a room together, we were like, hey, let's try to put our music, touches together and see what happens. And we just started pumping out some music. And then, after the world started opening back up, we ended up finding Jon Wysocki, who is the original former drummer of Stain. He loved the music, wanted to be a part of the band, the project at the time. And so for the past year of gigging out, it's just been the 3 of us. We really kind of took our time finding our bass player, who we actually just decided to bring on. His name is Corey England. Great dude. And so that's how everything just kind of came about. We just started writing together, pumped out about 30 songs during COVID, found Jon, and then we started writing even more songs with Jon, and it just keeps snowballing. It's becoming this just amazing band to be in.
You're definitely in the town for it, for sure. In Nashville.
Yeah, everyone thinks that like Nashville's country, and it is, like, don't get me wrong, but there is a really amazing rock scene here too,
I've been there twice, and I did like the main strip, and then a couple kind of off the main beaten path bars. They were all cool, but you're right, it's not just country up there for sure.
He was drunk. He doesn't remember half the shit.
Also true. Also true.
It's okay. Nobody else does either.
Right. Right. How did y'all hook up with Jon? Was that someone y'all had a relationship with already, or was it through social media and hearing what you were putting out?
Yeah, so we when we started looking for people to be a part of Lydia's Castle, at the time I came across a bass player who said, "Hey, I'm jamming with this guy from like Nickelback or whatever," and and it ended up being John from Stain. And anyways, like all four of us got into a room, and my husband Cody, me, and John had really great chemistry, and it just didn't really work out with the bass player who introduced us to John.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say if he's a bass player and he mixed up John with Nickelback, that maybe something was wrong there to begin with. That's a little
Divine intervention, perhaps.
yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how a musician gets that wrong. I don't know.
I think it was just more of like him just kind of joking, like
Okay,
like
that makes sense. That
a
makes
little
sense.
pun. But so it just didn't work with us and the bass player, and it worked with John, and he wanted to stick around and stay. So we just over the past year we've been doing like hired gun stuff. You guys remember the band Slaughter from back in the 80s?
Absolutely.
So Mark Slaughter's bass player, Jamie Millard, he's been filling in for us over the past year, and until we found our forever person, which we just did. But we just really took our time because we have a really great like family unit within Lydia's Castle. We all like hang out. We have band dinners every rehearsal. We eat dinner together. We make a dinner. Outside of that, like we all go bowling together. Like we're always at each other's houses hanging out and stuff. And so we wanted to make sure that the person we brought in was just going to be like an addition to our family. So aside of finding somebody who was just going to be a great musician, we wanted to keep that chemistry there. Because having that chemistry, especially with writing, like we get into a room and we all can just like, it's weird. We can just like feel what we're all going to do next. And we write songs so easily. So it's cool.
Cool. Well, speaking of writing songs, we're going to roll into a video right now from you guys, and then we'll come back and chat some more, but we're going to roll into Falling Into Place. So as Jared would say, you can tell us everything or tell us nothing. So what about Falling Into Place?
I'll tell you everything.
All right. We're in.
I'll tell you everything. Here's what happened. We were going to record this music video in someone's backyard woods. And then a week before we shot the video, I came across a prison set and I said, look, this is going to be real expensive, but this is going to be so cool. Like no one else is going to be doing this. And we whipped together like just the plot and what we were going to do. We filmed this thing in 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
Which for a video like this, I mean, we were like, there was a lot of people involved. We were hustling. But originally this was supposed to be in someone's woods, and fast forward a week later and we just did it out of nowhere.
Well, I will say this after watching it, and you got to watch it to the end because the smirk at the end says it all. I will say that. All right, there you have it. That is Lydia's Castle and Falling Into Place.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That was good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was
So-
rocking.
I was sitting there and you're watching the comments go through, and then you glance down and make sure everybody's still on, ready to come back in. And when you throw some comments up, I get to see you smile a little bit. What do you think when you see those comments coming up that they're talking about the stuff that you created is straight fire and all that kind of stuff?
I just think it's really cool. Because you just never really know how other people are going to like your art. And then to just see that other people are vibing with it. I don't know, man. It makes me literally want to leave this podcast and just go write some more music. Like, really.
So I noticed you guys just recently announced a couple dates that you guys have some shows coming up. What's the show in the future? What do the shows look like, and about getting out and everything?
Yeah, let me grab my calendar because I can never keep it all in the calendar.
So
Can
what
Yeah, you
never
weren't
remember-
lying.
So I'm not. What color code is a concert? Is a show?
Shows are in green.
Eric.
Okay.
Shows
All
are in
right.
green.
They've got
Anything
one.
personal is in purple. and calls are in yellow, and places I need to be are in red. But no, we just played this past Friday in Clarksville, Tennessee. We're playing this Saturday in Louisville, Kentucky. Then we're playing our EP release party May 7th here in Nashville, Tennessee. And then we will have a June date to announce, which will be in St. Louis. So
where are you guys playing at in Nashville?
We're going to be playing at the End.
Okay.
It's one of the oldest punk rock venues in Nashville. So
isn't that
super dirty, real grimy. It's a cool place.
Isn't that where Lisa might remember? Isn't that where Kingdom Collapse and Silent Trust kicked off their tour?
Oh my gosh, I think you might be right.
Yeah, the End. Yeah,
I think you might be right.
That's where
I'm
they
gonna look. I'm gonna look. I
at.
think you might be right.
So yeah, I remember seeing the pictures outside. It's kind of like in an alley or something like that. If I remember right.
Yep, that's the End.
Good stuff. So if people are looking for Lydia's Castle, how can they find you guys on all the social medias?
Sure. So you can go to lydiascastle.com. We have all links to all of our social medias there. Our tickets. We also have all of our merch there, EPK, photos, music videos. Pretty much like a one-stop shop if you're looking for anything Lydia's Castle. And we're like the only Lydia's Castle in the existence of anywhere. So
no, and I thought that was great because when I go to post about you guys being on the show and stuff like that, and I have to tag.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll type in a band and I'm like, it doesn't pop up, and I'm like, damn it! Then I have to go open up another window and search how they got it written in there. But Lydia's Castle popped right up, and as a matter of fact, I popped the link up in the comments right now. So if you see it there, you can click on it and go hit that like page on their Facebook real quick.
Oh, so. The link tree is actually in the comments as well.
Oh,
yeah, you can find us anywhere. It was so cool trademarking that name because I was just like, wow, like nobody has this. Okay, mine.
Right.
Best feeling in the world when you find something that no one else has.
Yeah, it's like this is cool.
I've never been that lucky. Everything I do, somebody else has done it. Anyways, well, Tonya, we appreciate you joining us, and can't wait to hear more from you guys. I know that song particular will be in rotation on our internet station. Great. Starting this week. So
cool, man.
So we
appreciate it. Yeah, we just dropped another song last Friday or the Friday before last. It's called Search for You.
Okay.
And we have a music video coming out for that song as well, which is going to be on coming out this Friday. So we have a music video coming out for that song, and then we'll drop the whole EP on May 7th. And the goal is to, get some tour dates going, and then go back into the studio, hopefully around in November, record some more tunes. And that's kind of like our game plan.
So you heard us say it to take the name. You guys are more than welcome to come back anytime. Just shoot us a message, and we'll get you back on a show, and we can talk about future stuff with you guys as it's coming about for you guys.
Cool, man. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you guys for spending our stuff, and keep rocking on. We love what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
Same here.
Right.
Thank you.
Have a good night.